Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is now just 124 days away from its official release by writer and director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio, as well as creator George Lucas. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, what's really exciting about Episode 9 is that we do know that this film is really going to introduce new types of Star Wars lore that fans have never seen before on the big screen, and exactly how they are going to incorporate all of the different connections to the prequels and the originals, as well as new force powers that will be introduced and demonstrated in The Rise of Skywalker that really will give us a better view of where the future of this franchise really is going in the forms of movies, TV series, and even comics and books, etc. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very exciting for Episode 9. Now, specifically, shot descriptions consisting of a sequence based in the second act of the film, where it's explained that both Rey and Kylo Ren are holding hands, as they are shrouded in darkness. It's said to be a scene where Kylo Ren is using the ability of flow walking. It's described that eventually Kylo and Rey begin to witness and hear visions of the past, where one of the sequences is said to involve the voices of Yoda and Anakin Skywalker, delivering dialogue of the ancient Jedi code to Rey and Kylo. However, it's said that this is not directed toward Rey and Kylo directly, and that they are hearing dialogue of what was once a lesson being given to Luke Skywalker sometime before the events of the sequel trilogy. It's said that Yoda and Anakin's dialogue is said to sound different, as if new dialogue was recorded by Hayden Christensen and Frank Oz. It's said to be a magical moment during their flow walking session, where Rey is said to be taken by surprise of hearing the Force Ghost voices of Anakin and Yoda. The last explains a sequence in which they are flow walking, where they now see visions of the past, one of which involves a sequence of all 9 dark acolytes are seen on Endor, surrounding the Darth Vader charred armor at night, during, of course, a moment in which a strange ship is seen in the background. So let's go over a couple of parts about this and why this is a very intriguing moment when it comes to flow walking. Now, in case you guys are just a little out of the loop, flow walking is essentially time travel. Now, Jason Solo, the original version of Ben Solo in the EU, actually used this ability to his own advantage, and now they're incorporating this power into the current canon under Disney, of course, with The Rise of Skywalker. Now, what's exciting about that is that this allows us to learn new truths about the past, one of which is said to be a moment in which both Rey and Kylo begin to hear the ancient code of the Jedi being spoken by both Anakin and Yoda. However, it's said that specifically it's not directed at Rey and Kylo, but they are hearing a lesson that was once given by Yoda and Anakin to Luke Skywalker. Very interesting, I gotta say, because we do know that Luke spoke to Anakin many different times well after the events of Return of the Jedi. This was all confirmed, by the way, of the preview on StarWars.com of the upcoming book, where everything is through Luke's point of view, called Secrets of the Jedi. Very interesting stuff, I gotta say. And the other piece that I really want to go over that impresses me a lot is how there's a sequence in which they begin to hear and actually see visions of all 9 dark acolytes surrounding the Darth Vader charred armor on Endor. Now, you guys may recall that they shot a brief scene over in the Redwoods in California many months ago. I don't know if you guys remember, we actually went over this, and that was a little hint of the return of Endor in The Rise of Skywalker, most likely lining directly up with this particular vision sequence of the Dark Acolytes discovering the Darth Vader armor and helmet on Endor and taking it away, where the helmet was eventually stolen by the Knights of Ren and given to Kylo, hence why he has the helmet. Now, what I love so much about this is that they're really trying to explain the backstory of course, everything that takes place before Episode 7, and dropping in a couple of pieces of information here and there related to the Dark Acolytes, Anakin, Yoda, you name it. And of course, the other piece that really stands out to me a lot as well is how they are using the flow walking technique to their own advantage to learn new truths about the Jedi and the Sith. So what's so great about that is that, yes, this is time travel, but it's not time travel like how we think it is. This is essentially a type of time travel where you cannot change the elements of the past and or the course of history. You can only experience the past. So what's really interesting about that is that they're essentially giving us time travel, but it's not like how it's used in anything like Back to the Future or anything like that. So this is basically a different type of time travel that will be incorporated into episode 9 by JJ. And after all, we do know that JJ loves time travel. Almost all of the series that he has actually been connected to, you know, whether it be Lost or Fringe, it had some element, some kind of element of time travel or flash forwards or flashbacks in a very specific and unique way by JJ that really does kind of parallel what time travel would actually be defined as. So anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.